Hello, Alicia, are you there?
Yes.
Oh, sorry about the delay. Anyway, I am a medium, so I can connect to loved ones or um, give you guidance from my guides. Is there a particular way that you would like me to work?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was having a hard time hearing. I went to where it's quiet.
Oh, is there a particular way that you would like me to work? Do you want me to connect to a loved one in the spirit world or give you guidance from my guides?
I guess I'm new to this. I don't I kind of like need like a guidance,
And where would you like me to focus?
What's that?
Where would you like me to focus?
I'm going through some relationship issues. I kind of just need to know, like, I guess, what my future is looking like with my son's dad and I.
Right. Okay. And the relationship is with your son's dad. Is that right? Just so that I'm focusing in on the right person. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. The first thing that I'm picking up is that that I'm sort of being given this sort of up and down sort of feeling with the relationship. I feel that it's sort of that it is sort of up and down a little bit, and I'm being told that it's almost as though the two of you have changed since the time when you first met, and you want different things out of life, and you're looking to different ways of doing things, and I'm being told that you're very different from each other. Does that make sense to you?
I'm having a really hard time hearing.
Well, what I'll do is I'll just tell you what I'm picking up, and you're maybe you could look over the show when it's done. What I'm picking up is that there is a real sort of difference in the two of you. That there has been a lot of changes as I I feel like you're very different, and I feel also with you is that you've grown up. You know, there's been a huge sort of level of growing up with you, and the other thing that I'm really sort of picking up with you is that I feel that you're frustrated with your life, and I feel that you have found yourself in a situation that you're not sort of happy. And I don't mean it's not just the relationship. I feel that it's sort of your surrounding circumstances, and you feel that it's almost like a lot of those circumstances have been beyond your control, and I feel that there is some resentment towards the father of your child, and I'm being told that it's more. There's a real dissatisfaction from you more than anything, rather than from your partner, because I feel like with him there is a real sort of selfishness, and I feel that he's sort of almost like I want to stick my fingers in my ear and go tra la 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 la. I can't hear you, and I just feel like he's not listening or not acknowledging that there is a problem. I get the feeling that your son has a good relationship with his dad, but I feel that you see him as being irresponsible, and not sort of looking after him properly. So it's almost as though you don't trust him as well to sort of do the right thing. And I feel also that there's a real sort of immaturity with your partner, that he is not sort of acknowledging his responsibilities. And I think that's been a real source of frustration for you.
Yeah.
But I do feel that what I'm being told is that almost like you've got a choice here, and I think it's really important that listeners really understand this, that we do have free will in our lives, and you have a choice here, and I'm being told that because I feel there's something about you that you would like to go and have a bit of a career, or and a bit of a life outside of being a mum, and I feel that that's part of your frustration, and I feel that if you were to sort of make the decision where you wanted to sort of go your separate ways, then I do feel that you would end up being more career-minded and sort of taken that sort of path. And I actually think that you'd be very good at it, because I feel that you've got sharp business acumen. You're intelligent, and you're very capable of doing things. And I feel that and I think that's because of that part of your personality. I think that's partly why you're so frustrated with your life. But I feel that if you decide to stick at the relationship, I feel that it will be a number of years before your partner, husband, or whatever he is, catches up with you. Because I feel that it's going to take some time for him to catch up and actually be on a level pegging with you emotionally, and maturely as well. And I think that is really sort of, the main problem that you've got with him. Now, if you do stay with that relationship, you will find that as time goes by, you will be in a position to embark on a career, but it will end up being later on in life. And I feel that I just feel that you're going to have many years of frustration. And I feel also there's a part of you that feels guilty because you don't want to rock the boat, because from your son's point of view. And I just get this feeling that you're in your head, you're going round and round and round in circles, not knowing what to do or how to deal with it. Did you hear all that?
Yeah.
Or some of it?
Yes, I did hear some of it. Am I able to ask a question?
Sure. I've only got 8 minutes left, but because I've got another caller waiting. So just one quick question.
Do you see me and my son's father getting back together?
What, getting back together with the father?
Yeah.
I feel that decision is I get the feeling with that decision is more with you, because he doesn't really understand what's happened and why this is a problem. And I feel that he's feeling sort of emotionally hurt or feeling like you're not being fair to him. But I feel that with you, he's not really appreciating where you're at life. And I just feel like you're coming at it from different points of view. But I'm going to have to leave it there because I have got another caller waiting and I've only got a few minutes left. But thank you so much for ringing in, and I hope that helps. Now we've got Thank you. We've got Stephanie in Landover, Maryland. Are you there? Oh, right. So, yeah. So we're just waiting for Stephanie in Landover, in Maryland, and so it's interesting, isn't it? You know, the whole subject of free will, and I think that it's something that when people, you know, phone up psychic lines or, you know, want to speak to a psychic, they're not really appreciating their role in it, and their sort of free will. And obviously you will be steered by spirit in a direction, but if you decide that you want to go in another direction, they will be forced to sort of, you know, then accommodate you in that new direction. So I believe we have Stephanie in Landover. Are you there?
Moving.
Is that Stephanie?
Hello.
Hello. And I am a medium, so I can connect to loved ones, or I can look at aspects of your life. How would you like me to work?
I can't hear you. I can't understand what you're saying.
Would you like me to connect to a loved one, or would you like me to look at an aspect of your life?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. So right, so I believe we have lost Stephanie. Is that correct? I believe. And so I think that really what's so important is to remember that whenever you're you know, speaking to a psychic, you do have this free will. But once you're on the path, then you're on the path, and so they can be, so from a point of view of predictions, that you can get those predictions and can be led towards you know what the outcome will be. But if you're at a crossroads where it's ready for you to make a choice, then that is where it's not so easy to predict. And I think that just think that so many people don't really fully understand that about the spirit world, because this is a gift to us, having free will. It is an absolute gift. And you know, I spoke at the beginning of the show, talking about being in the light and how we have a choice to be in the light, or whether we have a choice to be you know, in the darkness, and how it can be so much more beneficial to you to be, you know, in the light, because of that energy that will be around you. And I feel that if you've got this positive, loving energy around you, then it, you know, one of the, I'm sure you've all heard this expression, but like attracts like. And you know, you will attract people of a similar ilk, of similar sort of loving nature. Hopefully. But you know, it's also, I do feel that you know, one of the other things is that we do meet people for a reason as well. And again, our free will comes in as to whether we want to embrace that person and be with that person. So I think there are many reasons as to why, you know, what can happen, and whether it's determined by the spirit world or by ourselves. So I think that when moving forward in life, if you all look at your lives perhaps sort of 10 years ago or even 5 years ago, we all change as the decades go by. I think that our life never stays the same. We will always be, things will always change. Things will, it will be different. And I think that that's part of our growth, because ultimately that's why we're here. We're here to sort of, learn our lessons and be different in a different person from the person that came to the spirit world. But I thank you all for listening. And if you want to find me, you can find me on Facebook. Gail Moffat is my name. And also my website is gailmoffat.com. So thank you for listening, and thank you very much. Goodbye.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Sensing Spirituality with Ian Mason. Live from IanMason.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Sensing Spirituality
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Good evening, everyone. It's Ian Mason here, welcoming you to the Sensing Spirituality radio show. Brought to you, I don't know, I'm going up and down here, look. I feel like I'm going on a shipping trip. Brought to you in association with A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV, where with love we welcome you. So, I hope you've all had a great week. Many things change in a week, that's for sure. And I have a few words of wisdom, your little Mason the Case bit, to take with you during the course of this week. And my attention was taken back to about 2002. My daughter was about 2 years old. And I'd gone into the front room in the morning to pull the curtains. I sneaked past her bedroom there. I peeked in, fast asleep. Walked into the front room, half asleep, hadn't had a coffee, stubbed my toe as I pulled the curtains and said some language. Well, it probably wasn't the best language that I could have used. But luckily, she was asleep, wasn't she? No, because by that point she'd woken up, was standing right behind me, and I said, you mustn't say those naughty words when you're with Mummy. And then she just repeated them over and over and over again. And I thought, that's not as good as it could be. So why have I shared this story with you? Because what I'd actually done is I'd programmed my daughter. The awareness that she had in that moment with me and what she'd taken on board was what I'd given her. So when you think about that, that's pretty deep. Because if you swap my daughter for your mind and just see yourself telling your mind different things, that's what you program yourself with. And then you take away back not to Mummy, but back to every moment of your life. If you tell yourself, I'm no good, it changes something in you. You feel that. It resonates throughout your body. It produces toxins. You don't feel good. You know, when you wake up with a cold and things like that, you just don't feel yourself. It's the same thing. Now, if you tell yourself that you're happy and life is great and good things are happening, well, you program yourself with that. It's absolutely fantastic. It is so simple. It's unreal as to how easy it is to turn your life around. Now, in every moment, we have what Gary Zukov calls a point of choice. Before our action, we should always hold in our minds how we choose to respond so that we program ourselves appropriately. When we program ourselves appropriately, we will be in alignment more so with where we need to be and where we need to get to and our true self and what we feel. In contrast to that, if we react, if somebody, again, I used the analogy before, toots us in the car, and we tell ourselves bad things or we have bad reactions, that's the mist that will cloud us in that moment, and for as long as we choose and allow it to be. And equally, as you go through your day, you can use that to influence others. You can influence others to lift up their mood. You can influence others to give them a sense of upliftment or calm or healing as they need it to be. And what I want to say to you is that for yourself, for your well-being, it's always important to be happy and to be joyful, because life is good. You woke up, you've got a purpose, and you've only got this moment. You've got to make the best of it. And whatever you're doing, whether you've got to eat a plate of your most horriblest vegetables or you're buying a new car, you enjoy that moment for the best that you can get out of it even, because the moment will pass. Good, bad, or indifferent. The moment doesn't care. It is what it is, and it doesn't care what you think about it. So you might as well make it a good one, because the only person that's enjoying the show is you. So my advice is to always do the best that you can for yourself. I know people tell us that all the time, and sometimes that can sound a little thin. But it's really, really important. Because if you don't look after yourself, if you don't love yourself enough to give yourself the best in every moment, then how is it that you're going to find or realize or identify with love that's around you? Love that's coming for you, maybe a partner, maybe a new relationship, or the love through an action that somebody in your life is doing for you that you don't recognize as an act of love because you react in a way that isn't truly you. In other words, your ego gets in the way. So be careful what you say to yourself, because whatever you say to yourself, you say to others through your thoughts, deeds, actions, your energy or your mannerism or the language that you use, because you literally program yourself. It's like going to the shelf and getting the horrible dictionary out, or the love dictionary out, or the happy dictionary out. You get to choose which one you take with you in every moment of every day. So I really hope that makes a bit of sense to you. I did get told off by my daughter's mum. Just thought I'd let you know that, because it was a really bad word. But there you go. If the moment has passed, I have to let it go and listen to what I've been sharing with you. So I hope that resonates with you. Now we have Lydia on the lines, and we're going to invite Lydia onto the show now. So good evening, Lydia. How are you? Are you well?
Hello, how are you?
Hiya, how are you?
I'm
are you
right.
well? Are you good? Good. So you're in Illinois
okay.
in the USA?
Yes.
Excellent. So how is it I may help you this evening? Have you got a question? Is it a reading you might like to explore? What can we help you with this evening?
Well, I woke up to the twin flame journey in like 2016 after a near-death experience, and I only discovered my true twin. Well, I knew I had an awakening twin at that time, but I discovered my true twin just before Christmas last year, and I'm pretty much kind of on a break at the moment, and it's getting to be a challenge. I've been trying to heal and do everything, and it's just there are people in the way, and it's just trying to be my best self, and it's just sometimes I just feel like I'm falling flat on my face.
Okay. So that wasn't the clearest of lines that I got there for you, but did I hear right that you'd had a near-death experience?
Yes.
Okay. Now, so is it just some sort of insight that you would like as to what I pick up around you, or have you got a specific question that you would like me to answer for you?
Yeah. Well, his name is Rick. We were together for going on 5 months. Everything was going fine and wonderful. And then just before summer hit, everything went sideways. I mean, I needed the break. I'm not going to deny it. I needed the break. I was scared of the connection. My job, I ended up switching jobs. A lot of good things came out of it because I realized I really hated my job. Dealing with the symptoms all at the same time, and just it's just a challenge. I get for my daughter who works with him. She turns around and tells me, "Oh, he's seeing somebody else." Well, whatever, I've been trying to let it go, but it's just sometimes just the one person that when the connection that is that is so real, it's still so real. And it's just, I'm trying to, I know I need to let go. I need to surrender. It's just so hard. I don't even know if this is, we were supposed to reconnect in the fall, but right now that's what we had discussed in May. I don't know if that's even close to happening or even going to happen at all. But I guess it's not much to me. It's up to the universe and up to our agreement before we incarnated on this planet this time.
Okay. Now, Lydia, it wasn't and it isn't the best of lines, unfortunately, but that's okay. I got the very much the gist of what you said there. Now, it feels very much for me that right now for you, you're at one of those points in your life where you were really either stuck or you needed life to unblock itself in some way, and I feel that you needed some time out. Now, notwithstanding what was going on in your relationship, it feels very much for me that life had kind of got on top of you, like those moments we all have, and you.
Yeah, everything moves so quickly. The connection was so intense, and we both agreed that it was completely, totally intense and serious within a short time.
Yes, but it feels to me that everything, I don't want to call him your ex because it sounds a bit disrespectful, but with your former other half, it feels to me like it did need like a bit of a gap for you both to reassess things.